G'day, mate. Welcome back to another Doctor Who Reddit reaction video, mate. Let's hop into this, mate. Lady Gaga has left the library. Lady Gaga has been saved. What is this, by the way? I've not seen this image before. Is this at some sort of event? She's always mental. Lady Gaga's one of them ones who will just go out of the way to just wear something weird. Didn't she wear like a meat dress and then arrive on like an egg or something? Have I made this up? I might have been making this up. I actually watched the Library two-parter recently and it still very much holds up to this day. I still think it's one of the best episodes of Doctor Who ever. I went through a period where I was a bit rough with it, and I think because I watched it so much as a kid, it sort of softened the blow. Is that the right phrase? I don't know. Deleted scenes from season 2. That's not all the deleted scenes. Where's the deleted reality war ending, Russell? I know! I was so gutted on Doctor Who Day when the deleted scenes package dropped, and I was actually late to the party. I was sat refreshing every hour, waiting for it, and then it never came. And then at 5 o'clock, when I stopped refreshing every hour, it decided to release itself. And I was gutted because I saw some stuff on Twitter before I watched the deleted scenes reel saying how there was no Susan thing at the end, and I was gutted. I was fuming. I was punching air. This is me punching the air. I was really hoping we'd get the scene with Carol Ann Ford, but lo and behold, we didn't. Getting my hopes up is what's going to kill me, I'm telling you. Doctor Who, we all know the scene exists. We just want to see it. Please. Imagine if this crossover happened.
You shouldn't scare people. You should have seen the look on your face. It was like you saw a monster.
A monster? Where?
I missed this this trend that happened. I think it was like over the summer. It was just like the average Doctor Who cold open. It would just be scenes from films, and then they'd stick the intro at the end of it. I just thought it was a cool trend. It grew the show for a bit. I mean, a Cat in the Hat Doctor Who episode, doesn't that just sound amazing? Cat in the Hat, by the way, terrifying film. I hate it to this day. Still scares me. Cat in the Hat and the Grinch. There's something about that Dr. Zeus bloke. I'm telling you, all of his films are bloody weird. Although Horton Hears a Who is a banger, but that's an animated film. I can get on with the animated Grinch. I can get on with the animated Cat in the Hat, but don't try and live action a human cat. It's weird. Unit has a weapon for every eventuality. Ready the bone-hurting beams. Ow, oof, ah, ouch, ow, me bones. It's true. It's just such... I feel like Unit's been put there as just a way to defeat things, you know what I mean? The Doctor... There's always been complaints like the screwdriver does too much. You just point the screwdriver and then the episode ends because that's the resolution. But Russell's just done the same thing, but now with Unit. These bone beasts could have been defeated in such a cool way. But no, you just get the big beams from Unit. I don't know, be a bit more creative, Russell, that'd be nice. Glad we cleared that up. Are you my mummy, Doctor Who? No, Google search is not a character from Doctor Who. Nice. This AI stuff, man, I don't know where I stand with it. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as people are making it out to be, but it is a problem. There's no denying that it is a massive problem in the world right now. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff creatively that AI cannot do that humans can do, but also apparently it like destroys the planet every time I put a prompt into ChatGPT. They need to change the name for ChatGPT because every single letter I think, is that the right one? Is that the right one? Oh, bloody no. US fan discovers that jelly babies are in fact real. They didn't know they were a real thing. What? The jelly baby is like a staple of my life. I love the jelly baby. I reckon I eat 2 packets of jelly babies every single week, whether or not they're the real ones or the Lidl off-brand ones, because you get, this is a little secret hack with Sam. Well, it's not a secret hack, it's purposely cheaper because it's less quality, but with a normal packet of jelly babies, they're normally, right now they're £1 with a club card in Tesco, so go and get some, but normally they're like £1.50-ish, and you get 100 grams of jelly babies. But if you go to Lidl, you can get 250 grams of jelly babies for 99p. They used to be 79p, they've upped them to 99p, whatever. But yeah, so I reckon I probably eat a packet of jelly babies every single week. And if you don't do that, you should do that too, because then you could end up like me. Ka-chow. Sorry, did we just get a new Doctor announcement via Instagram? Yeah, this was a weird one that happened on Doctor Who Day. It was the only post that Russell T Davies made on Doctor Who Day was this guy on the TARDIS console. And everyone was straight on Twitter like, this is the new Doctor, it's been announced, the new Doctor. But like, come on, they aren't going to announce it like this, are they? It got bad that the actual guy himself, I think his name's Oliver, like Oliver Cole, that's it. He came to Twitter and Instagram and had to explain that he wasn't the Doctor, because so many people were just like, he's the Doctor, he's on Russell T Davies' Instagram on Doctor Who Day, it's his birthday on Doctor Who Day, he's the Doctor, he's running around the set. No. And then there was a lot of stuff about, like, if you want to get a free trip to the TARDIS set, become a twink and just add Russell T Davies on Instagram. And, like, it's funny. I find it quite funny. Honestly, though, I'm all for it. When I was seeing this guy running around the console, he seemed like he's got Doctor in him. Like, he's got the Doctor Who writer in him, but sorry. He seems like he's got Doctor Who, like, inside of him. This still sounds odd. He looks like he could play the Doctor, is what I'm trying to say. And I got quite excited when I saw it, because it was like, oh, a new face, Doctor-y. And I quite like when I don't know who the Doctor is. I don't like when they're a big actor and I don't know who the Doctor is. For example, Ncuti Gatwa, I knew from Sex Education. If I didn't know him, I'd be like, oh no. But someone like Oliver Cole or Matt Smith, I'd be like, fair play. I don't really know who they are, but they'd probably be a good Doctor, you know what I mean? But is Oliver Cole's playing the Doctor? No, he's not. It'd be nice if he was, though, but I don't think he is. I also applied to get a trip. This is basically on Doctor Who Day a couple of days ago. They released a competition, and you can put your email in, and you might get the chance to go to Cardiff and visit the TARDIS set. Obviously, I want to do that, so I put my thing in. So we'll see what happens there, shall we? I think I should just get invited on anyway. I've watched the show for like 15 years. The Kablam of the Capaldi era. Kill the Moon. Yeah, a little bit. I like Kill the Moon. I think it's a good episode. I don't really read into the politics of all the episodes. Like, I love the Interstellar Song Contest, but then I got like harassed online because it's anti bloody Palestine, whatever it was. I still don't know. Look, it's an episode of TV. I'm watching it and I enjoy it. Alright, that's it. I don't care what it's based on. Alright, like, I'm watching it as an episode of TV. I understand you can like it for your reasons or dislike it for your reasons, but I like it because it makes me feel a certain way when I watch it. And Kill the Moon, that plays with my emotions a lot. It plays with everyone's emotions. The tension between Clara and Peter Capaldi and all this. And yes, there is a anti-abortion subtext, sure, right? Same with Kablam. I like Kablam as an episode until like the final 10 minutes, and that's a big thing of like robots taking over. I don't care, man. If it's a good episode, if I had fun watching it, I like it. You know what I mean? Angry Bird. I imagine. I used to love Angry Birds as a kid. You know, I go to Wales every year with my family, and I remember like 2012, 13 probably, when Angry Birds was big. I was on Angry Birds every day in that holiday. I remember just sitting and playing Angry Birds. I remember one year, I think I was like, I don't know how old I was, probably like 8 or something. I got an Angry Birds birthday cake. It was bloody brilliant. I don't know. Angry Birds, good game. Bring it back. I'm pretty sure it got deleted. They should bring it back. Be a good game. Nobody. The 15th Doctor whenever there's a minor inconvenience. Listen, we love Ncuti. It was one of his unique little tropes that he had, that he cried a lot. But like, yeah, I just think, you know, as much as the character of the Doctor is the same, the actor does bring a different feel to it every time, and his was that he cried a lot. And I don't think it did take away impact as much as people think it did, because every time he cried, it was valid. I think the only time it wasn't valid was when he cried over those like fake people in Lux who just never existed, even though they do exist in the end. I don't bloody know. Ncuti Gatwa, you will be missed, sir. Okay, this is actually quite interesting. Do you remember in The Magician's Apprentice when the Doctor he gave away his regeneration energy for Davros, and he's like, this might do me in a couple of regenerations time? This could actually be a good way of like explaining off the bi-generation and the Billy Piper face coming back. I doubt Russell's going to play into it. I mean, fun fact, Russell was actually meant to write The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar, but he didn't in the end. I think this could be a good way to wrap it all up. I really do. Just do a little flashback. Maybe bring Davros back and Ncuti back and let Ncuti stay on for another couple of years, please. I don't bloody know. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, is it? No. Someone here moaning about how Carla was a big letdown. Sod off. She was brilliant. Even the BBC don't want to say the full title in their marketing. It's such a long title. There are actually rumours that The War Between is its own thing, and then like series 1's the war between the land and the sea, then series 2 is the war between the trees and the forests or whatever, then series 3 is like the war between fire and ice and stuff like that. Like, just, I think that could be quite cool, but like, label it as that to start with, because the war between the land and the sea is such a long title. They're also like covering up the fact that this is a Doctor Who spin-off. I don't think they want you to know that it's a Doctor Who spin-off. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know, as I say, let me know what you think. I haven't really spoken about much. Let me know how your day's going in the comments, please. It gives me good, if you comment, it helps me out big time. If you hype the video as well, if you're on mobile, just swipe across on the comments. It's a hype button. You can hype it. Brilliant. Absolute legends. And if you want to leave a super thanks, I'll give you a shout out in the next video, but obviously you don't have to do it. It costs real money, and I don't expect you to spend your real life pennies on me. I'll just come and stick on a camera and talk about Doctor Who every now and then. But leave a like. That'll help me out big time. Subscribe as well if you're interested. And watch my video from yesterday where I covered the new script from season 2 that got released on Doctor Who Day. And I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.